No, in the Maasai tradition, like one thing that they're doing as men, like to become like a man, you have to kill a lion. Do you really think someone that can kill a lion will come to United States and will not make it in life?
I mean,
That's
a- that's
if
a-
I have the strength to kill a lion, but I can work in Walmart, in Crest, I can do my PhD. Bro, do you know how you need to be strong to do those kind of things? No, let's be honest.
But let me
It's
tell
not
you,
just like
he killed a lion, and then they come here and he's lazy.
No.
no way,
It's
no way.
McDonald's 3 times.
Bro,
and
even
just
you know,
gets addicted.
even when you will try to be lazy, what you think is lazy for for him will be
My
like
question
walking
is like,
too
my
much.
question is like, how many lions are there?
Yeah, I think it's
Okay, okay.
Because he killed the
So-
lion. Maybe here, like, he's not lion. Maybe here is pigeons. You know, so like, he's good at killing lions.
Okay, to be
Look at me and my swag. My swag is so dope.
So go back to
It's
the point
different.
where we're talking about the belief though.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's great though. For me to kill a lion, you have to believe some great things.
Yeah.
So like,
You're self-made.
you know, you're self-made guys because you kill a lion.
I'm not killing no lion.
I
It's
mean,
you,
this is
man.
self-made.
You have me.
But you have to believe some really great things.
Nah,
And
man.
for an African
I'm the
to do
lion
that,
myself.
You know, without any, you know, it's not like he's using a sniper rifle or anything like that. He's probably using like a spear, you know, his bare hand. You know how to do it back then, or back, But how do you guys think that, you know, we connect as African with the African American of today on the religious plane?
Ooh.
And how does it like help us? Because
What part of the religion though?
Because the
religious, oh yeah.
because we connect on the spirituality level, we connect on the religious level
Because
too,
religion's
as well. Because the religion was also implanted in us.
But that
I mean,
was
by force
that's
or
only,
by choices.
That's only when
Yeah.
that's only when somebody agree with that religious, you know.
But if you're born
What,
up
what
in
if
it,
you feel if you're like your religion is something else?
that happens, but not all the time. Like especially in your family,
I
there's
feel-
going to be
I
a
feel-
few who do it and others.
So
I feel like
let's
the-
say it's one of those times.
Yeah, I feel like the bond is stronger.
We're
Because like
talking about
in the habits and the things, you know, there's
All in
something that
all,
like transpire. There's something that comes out of it like without noticing. I think the bond is stronger than like, you know, but like just people are like afraid or like people like xenophobe, you know, like
Yeah, xenophobia.
they have xenophobia, like, you know, they're afraid of the stranger. That's like the exact.
They're afraid of
You know,
racism.
xeno, like, you know, like xeno, the stranger phobia, like the fear of the stranger, and like people are afraid of this, and so there is a lot of similarities if you look at it. You know, there is a lot of behaviors that are the same, like, you know,
Did you
the
guys?
communities.
Did you guys like hear about? I mean, or read about how the different African traditions and religions were passed on in America, like through slavery, because the people come and like keep their traditions,
Yeah, the traditions.
among themselves. You know, if they're from the same place, keep rituals and teach that to their children. Who taught it to their children?
Can I
Who
say
taught it?
something?
And then
I mean, why not?
Like
So
what I
fuck
was
you.
thinking about, let's give an example. Like I'm a Baule, and like in a tradition, the Komia are like just woman. Those are kind of the priests. In my tradition, wearing white dresses, doing some kind of, I don't know. In this world, they will call it juju. Imagine
or voodoo.
you taking someone from the Baule tribe, you take someone from the Igbo tribe,
That's from
someone from the Maasai tribe, and they're all living together. They have different religion.
Ooh, very interesting.
Not different religion, different spirituality.
Yeah.
So when they come in this place, it's difficult for them to find a way to put all those spirituality together.
To agree.
So at a specific moment, it's gonna get messed up, and like the
think
belief.
so.
No. Let me finish.
I don't think
And
so.
no. Is because like okay, there will be a clash of culture, and after this, don't forget about the master is gonna teach you something that doesn't have any link with whatever you believe and whatever your friend
So
is
that
believing.
must it.
So there is so much confusion that at the end of the day, it's difficult for you to keep your spirituality, because your spirituality is not the spirituality of your friend who is walking with in the plantation. It's not like the spirituality is like, you know what I mean?
You see,
It's like if it was the common
understand.
spirituality, it would be easier for them to keep it.
Yeah.
But everybody have his own spirituality.
You know what's nice? That you put back in the context, because at the beginning when you were saying this, I was like, okay, like I don't know where you're going, but I really don't agree. But when you put it back in the years, yeah, like of course they won't be able to merge spirituality. They won't be able like to learn from each other, because like they already have been conditioned to learn the masters. Like yeah, if you put it back
They
to
believe
slavery,
what they believe.
they have been put back to slavery. But at the end of the day,
I mean, but why
human
does it have to
human
go
being,
that
a human being always go back.
No,
to
no,
like
it's,
what
it's a
he-
metaphor.
he-
You know, when you're talking about the brother you're working with in the plantation, it's another metaphor. To jump on that, we talked about the religion, and we all knew, we all reacted to the fact that we all connected from our past, from the tradition, the customs that were passed from generation
Who's
to
all
generation.
connected? We're just
From,
saying
like,
I don't know.
everybody-
We all looked at each
everybody
other.
from the world.
Did you not look
No,
at
Are
us?
you not connected? Are you guys not connected? You're
We're
not
not linking up the
connected?
traditions
Or you're not
are
linked to
different.
me? I mean, he's from Venezuela.
But not from
I'm from
spirituality.
Venezuela.
Is it from?
It's from Venezuela and Pompeii.
And
You see
Philippines.
that makes,
And Philippines.
you know how many flights it takes to get to Pompeii? But somebody from
Yeah, a
Venezuela
lot,
did
bro.
that. But you know, like that's how I say we all connected through the religion, through our traditions,
That's the
to the
beautiful thing
education,
about the
and to the
podcast.
way we respect and do things. And it also comes down from what we learned, you know, from the science, the
Yeah.
medicines, how we were able to keep our body in shape, how
Bro,
the people were able to travel.
what's a beautiful
Le
thing is that we all
kenkeliba,
keep-
le kenkeliba.
C'est quoi qu'elle le kinkeli? Yeah, what is it?
La même chose.
It's an African tea. It's an African tea.
Tell us more.
And
about it.
this kenkeliba, like in Senegal,
Kiss Keliba!
if it's not the first tea that
Yo.
everybody is drinking every day, is the second. Like people are really drinking this tea, and like some OG, they drink this tea. No, let me explain.
OG,
Like
yeah.
when you drink this tea, every day, like that improve like your body resistance to a lot of disease.
Yeah,
First,
immunity, yeah.
your immunity. Second, that reduce the level of sugar in your blood and a lot of stuff. We're having a way not even to use drug. Like we're having a way to keep our body clean,
Oh, without using
healthy,
medicine. Okay.
without using medicine.
Okay, that's the point.
So that's better than being like trying to
Natural
create medicine. If you have
Saying
a way
let's go
to
back
prevent,
that way. Okay.
let's prevent. Let's not even the disease to come in your body. Let's prevent the disease.
By eating healthy and stuff
Exactly.
like that. Yeah, but so you're telling us that in our tradition we have the way of living healthy and living longer.
But
Yeah.
don't you think?
Yes.
Don't you think that also the wave of technology and innovation brought a lot of, help and advancement to that already? Like an
Yeah.
X-ray thing.
Yeah,
you have
it did.
over- technology.
Let me
really
finish. Let me finish my point.
You never.
Oh,
Because I wasn't done either.
Okay.
There are perks to Western innovation, and I think what happened I don't think that's very true, but a lot of the traditions in the past are kind
Yeah.
of sustained, used, here and there. They're alive,
Yeah.
but
Because we
add-on
have to
technology
live.
is great.
There is a plant that you can use as tea and cure malaria.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And this no imagine. And for all those
You should
years,
add on that. This is not marketing.
everybody knew about it.
Different
So
thing.
there is a lot of stuff going on just with plant, natural things
Yeah, it's natural.
that you can use. But if we start using natural things, it's gonna be too cheap.
But
Everybody's gonna plan it.
So do you think that is what's stopping the world from using the natural resources of the
It's
natural
money.
habitats?
Let me explain
The
to you.
president.
No.
Is it green? Is it green?
No, let's be honest. I want like I want us to improve. Okay, if in Africa,
What's stopping it, Jamil?
no, let's say
That's the question.
Well, what
It's
you
not
do?
what you're
We're
doing
not
for
trying to
it.
find
It's
ways
what's
to
stopping
improve
it.
it. We're talking-
What's stopping it?
no,
We're talking about like you
the
know, so
tradition,
local.
the different ways,
So local.
different
Yeah.
So we
aspects.
like, for example, there's
We're discussing.
like there's different ways. You know, the doctor can cure you. You know, the doctor can cure you by his mood.
Yeah,
You know, you can walk in the doctor's
If you're
office
sick.
and he'll kill you by his mood, with his mood. You
Yeah.
know, the way he would do it,
Yeah.
and the way you touch you and interact with you, or he will cure you by just.
You
being
see,
happy
it's
or
like
being-
a live or die situation.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and you know that in our culture, the way we approach people, we really we're trying to make fun, or we're trying to make light, take every situation the light side. You know, we're trying to see the light side of it. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to see the light.
Yeah,
of it. We're
we
trying
do-
to just,
we do,
You know,
uh,
and this part of our tradition, because this has been passed from generation to generation, and I'm sure in Venezuela or in Pompeii,
Yeah.
you know, people do the same type of things. You know, it's been going on from generation to generation, and we've been able to cure things like that by the way we interact. And you couple these things with our vegetation, you know, all the plants that we have there. You know, whenever I had chicken pox, I didn't go to the hospital for
Me
them
neither.
to like. Okay, so
You know?
so you can relate on that. So
Yeah.
my
Just here,
grandma,
but-
I don't know
yeah.
what she did. She chopped some shit. Well, we shouldn't supposed to do that.
No,
She
Mama
she
just
chopped
put
some
me there and
stuff.
let me sit.
She chopped some
Go
stuff
away.
and then put it on my body. Made a paste of it. Put it on my body. Let it sit. That thing
No, I never
dry.
had this, bro. I never.
And
She just.
boom,
it
I
will
was
go
scared.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
know, and that's those type of thing that we're trying to put an emphasis on that, and trying to see how we can couple with the X-ray.
We definitely could have innovated our own stuff. I feel like, you know, Black people,
Right.
Africans are
I feel like we
smart
could have
enough.
done. I feel like we
We
could
would
have done a lot of things that is our own stuff.
yeah.
But
But
we can
that's
still do
obvious.
it.
I think
There's
that's
not-
obvious.
You know,
Like I think
yeah.
that's really it goes without saying that that's
Let me-
possible. But what we're trying to, you know, argue about here is if the fact that we adopted a lot of Western cultures within our traditional cultures, is that helping us? Is that benefiting? Or do you guys think that, you know, Western cultures are bad? Because the topic
Can
No,
I
no,
ask-
yeah,
can I
that
ask
is a
you-
good thing.
can I ask a question?
Western tradition.
Can I ask a
That's all I'm
question?
saying.
Can I ask a
thank
question?
you, Laura.
That's
Thank
all.
Can I
you,
please?
Laura.
No, it's
Can
a
I
good
please
thing.
ask a
It's a
question
good
about
thing.
this?
Yes, ask a question.
How do you
answer the
how do
question.
you define Western culture?
Good question. So there's things like, you know, like Roman history, Greek history,
Like
Aquinas,
Achilles and
you know,
and
like
the Homer, the Iliad.
different
you know,
philosophy, Socrates. All of us know Socrates, you know. So
Yeah.
Who else? Like
Plato.
Plato. You know,
Plato.
Einstein,
Plato.
Plato, and Einstein, like Germanic history, culture. You know, all that.
Yeah,
influence,
this is
like
all
a
of
big
this. I
blurb
studied
of
this
it.
in depth.
There you go. Art,
You know?
their cultures, all
Yeah.
of it. That mesh of all of that, that's Western culture.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
like
but
from
like,
Americas, Latinas,
so it's not,
Rome.
that's Western culture. It's modern Western culture.
Yes, good,
It's
because
everything.
and past.
Everything.
Yeah,
So
Because-
Nero.
because even the Western
Yeah.
cultures have evolved. You know.
I know,
And
but
have
like
had
we're not even
phases.
treating it like it was like it is back then, you know, because
Exactly,
back then
that's
people
changed.
murder people, you know.
Exactly, it has evolved. All
Okay.
over the world, different cultures have evolved.
Can I
This is
say
dope. I
something?
like this. I like
No,
this.
what he's
conversation.
saying make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But everything you've been exposed to is good, but also bad. So think
What
about.
do you
mean?
No. Oh my goodness, let me
The yin
finish.
and the
And yours-
yang.
You know, no, let me
Yes,
finish.
yes.
Let me finish. Inspiration. Let me finish. What I was trying to say is like, okay, we're exposed to the Western culture. There is good stuff about the Western
Yeah,
culture that we need
That's
to
fine.
learn from.
Mhm.
But also, there's some bad things.
Of course.
So that was our.
Bro, it's like
Let me
everything
finish.
like in the
Oh,
whole
Laura.
Such
Oh
as,
my
like,
goodness.
such as, tell us, give us an
Okay,
example. of
good
where-
example is like, okay, the Western culture make you believe.
Oh no, can I ask you a question? Please give me an example. give me.
Guys, let him finish.
No, let me
first.
finish.
No,
Nah, I'll give you an
Let me
example
finish.
of the way the Western culture has affected the African tradition.
Guys.
Like, give me an example of a bad Western tradition that Africans and the diaspora, people all over the world, might have gotten.
Oh, watching pornography.
Yes. Good job.
But yeah, we like you definitely made.
No,
the point.
you understand.
And I want us to go around so that we can just.
I don't think you should make any more points.
No, I want us to go around real quick so that we can wrap this thing up. Yeah,
This
but
is
we're
me.
just talking about like how the Western culture added or had some disadvantage on our traditional culture, and you mentioned how like the erotic world was not as prominent in our culture before we got colonized.
I disagree.
Can you repeat the question again?
I love you so much.
Thank you.
No, can you repeat the
I love
question
you so
again?
much, bro.
Thank
You're
you
so
so
smart,
much.
bro.
No, can you repeat the question again?
Do you know where the word
Who-
lesbian
who-
comes
who?
from? It's
Can you repeat the question
It's a
again?
question. He was explaining what
It wasn't
was
a
just-
question.
I
He
was
was
just
he was
explaining what
like
this guy
fucking
said.
doing
What
the
he said.
conclusion.
Come on,
yeah.
bro.
You were doing the conclusion of everything,
No,
right?
yeah, well, everything that he said. No, I was just saying. I wanted us to go around and everybody
Yeah,
would
let's
go
go around,
and
man.
say their
Let's
own
finish.
opinion. And I know you have a lot to say,
Start.
but we'll start with the CEO. But
like if you see like the culture, like you see how like women are in the culture. Like if you tell me that women are not sexual in our culture, I would say like that's not true. That's what women are like we have to check if the woman is virgin. We have like processes to check. Like we have like all this pressure on the woman. The woman has to carry. If the kid is like don't come a man, a guy, a boy, right? It's the woman for. Even if we know now that like it's not, it's still like anchored in the tradition. There is things, and when we talk about sexualized, right? That's also like the place of the woman in society, right?
Preach,
But as a
Dilo Sano.
whole-
No,
as a
yeah, I
whole,
think like that.
but in general, how does the Western culture added or impacted in the negative or the positive way the tradition we had back in the days? As we're talking about the education, we're talking about the religious or the spirituality side of it, or we're talking about like the medicine side of it and the science part of it, because we shouldn't forget where all the things came from.
You see, I think that like cultures evolve like by learning from each other, but like culture also get destroyed by like being like wiped out. So there is things that we could learn from them, and like I won't like be able to be specific because it will be too long. But
No, give us one or two. Or one.
Okay.
An example, yeah.
there is things like like for example like that like the stronger or the one that comes and like
The what?
colonize you, right? Like get the right to do like there is a saying in French. They say that like the winner write the history, the loser tells it, right? This we learned. We learning the hard way, right? But that's like something, that's a lesson. We're like so peaceful, like come see us. That's my point of view, and it's only like on my side. But there is things that we
Boy.
yeah, there is things that we learn, and like there is also things that like he affected us. He affected us like in a point where like our culture is not the same, and we are also like to take this into consideration. Like there is always learnings to be done from like another culture. Like even if it's like a positive or like negative, there is learnings to be done, and like you adjust. Cultures evolve. Cultures are not still. Cultures evolve.
So you're saying it's okay that they're meshing up?
No, what I'm saying is more important than this. It's like the balance, like it's a constant change, right? And the balance between like if like today I do something to Charles, he didn't like it, he won't say something. Maybe the next day I do something, he won't say something. The third day I do it, he'll be like, so next time if I do something like this, I would do like maybe not twist, I would like just touch, like just like that. That's the point. That's like we
Learn from each other?
Yeah, like we're learning from each other, and even if I believe that like we have been like we haven't been given this right, we learn from it, and we go forward, because like dwelling on the past won't help, but building the future is the best.
Me, I strongly believe that for 400 years we pause on the way we're trying to improve our tradition. Tradition need to be like tradition need to improve, like everything in life. Even let's say like the American society, every time people are like having new law. It's not like something that if we stay like that, just having a cop, no. You need to improve it. And for 400 years, obviously, you colonize. You cannot even think about how to improve the way you live. The only thing that is in your mind is think about how to be free. And after this, I don't believe that the tradition that we have right now is the real tradition. Because no, let me explain to you.
Yes.
I don't believe so, because like, let's say in my culture,
If you don't have
my
the
queen,
tradition,
the
though.
queen for my country, like my tradition, like I used to say it and I will say it again and again.
Mm-hmm.
My tribe, we left Ghana to come to Ivory Coast just because a woman was supposed to be queen. I don't think those guys, if they were underestimating the power of a woman, they will follow her.
No, you said she had to be queen?
Like she was supposed to be queen, but people didn't want her to be queen.
So she escaped?
No, like she have to leave Ghana to come to Ivory Coast.
Okay.
And millions of people follow her.
Oh, okay.
So
Like
like
this, that's the story of.
yeah, the
that's how it
Baule.
goes?
Yeah. That's the story of the Baule people.
Man, like I want to know, bro, because like for real though. Is that for real?
Yeah,
Like,
that's for real. And before
The legend goes,
the
or
white
the
people, no,
story.
that's not even
That's
right now.
The storybooks.
The queen of my tribe is
but
a
is it
woman.
real though?
Yeah, it's real.
The queen
The book
of my
is
tribe is a woman. Like we don't have like is a woman.
It's true,
Like
it's true.
right now we have a queen. We don't have a king.
Nice. What's her
In
name?
my tribe.
I know,
Baule.
yeah, bro. Everything that
queen
went
of
in
the
my
The
family
Baule
that
people.
went to cheat.
So like imagine like even now,
queen.
still now we still have a queen. So like when people are saying all those stuff about like tradition and everything, I think it's all lie. They don't even know the tradition. And to be honest, I'm willing to be part of the young generation that will try to improve. Obviously, everything is not perfect.
But you can do that with your music.
Oh, obviously I'm gonna do it. Don't
so-
worry about it. I'm gonna do it. But everything is not perfect. We need to improve it, but we should not trash it.
Alright guys, so that was it for the podcast of today. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon with more for you. And don't forget, be Noir Model.